Today we will be talking about web design templates, or your website design in itself. Should you get a template, or should you buy a template? In my experience, you should use an HTML editor to do your website. An HTML editor will help lay the basics of what you're trying to accomplish with the format, the layout, if you want tables, if you don't want tables. People have told me that tables don't work with search engines. I would disagree. They do work. Another point I want to make is with the actual web design itself is the horizontal navigation bar versus a vertical navigation bar are quite different. If you're going to have a product and service and sell a product and service, then you should have a horizontal navigation bar. And I say this because there are many different training exercises that experts have done on where the eye focuses on, and where the eye focuses on when it's looking for information and when it's looking to buy a product or service. So there's not only that, what the eye focuses on, but there's actually a process for customers to go through. They want to know about you, who you are, why should they use you, the benefits of your product or service. They want to know how to contact you in case something goes wrong, or maybe they don't receive their product. So, and these are key aspects of your product or service, or key web pages you should have on your website. Because if they can't find you, or they don't know how to contact you, or they don't know about you, then why would they buy your product or service? Vice versa on the information. Have a vertical navigation bar. That way it's easier for the user or the visitor to scroll through your website, find the information as quick as possible. Even if you're doing tools, or you're doing software or different kinds of software, I would definitely put a vertical navigation bar to differentiate the different kinds of different kinds of software that you're doing. Or you could do both. I've seen websites with both, a horizontal and a vertical navigation bar. One's for the basics, the contact us, about us, why use us, how to start. And the other is the vertical. It just tells more about what they're going to receive, or what information they're going to be viewing. So in both cases, you can use a vertical or a horizontal, or you can use both. Another thing I want to touch base on is Flash templates. I've heard pros and cons about these. I've actually designed a couple of websites with Flash integrated, but when using Flash templates, you want to not use too much Flash. If you use too much Flash, it's too distracting from the content. I say use as little as Flash as possible. If the Flash works with what the concept of the website is, then go with it. If it doesn't, then I would just exclude Flash from the website totally. Another con to using Flash is that nowadays you might have some web browsers that don't use Flash, but I think that everyone's to the point that it just comes standard. Maybe you have to download a Flash player. I know in a lot of the older computers they have to download the Flash player, but I would stay away from Flash as a general rule of thumb with a website, unless it's a key concept that you want to try to get through to the end user. Another point I want to make with Flash design templates is they are, a pro to them is that it's great. So it's great visually. So if your website is about movies or media or anything that's, you know, gonna be interactive, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and use it. But don't make it a main part of what your website is. My last tip about web design is that I would get familiar with HTML, CSS, Java, even though that's a whole different topic in it itself, using Java and other programming languages, PHP, and you can see our videos at our videos/articles link at trampimoney.com. I will be adding more videos about Java and CSS and HTML. I actually do have a free HTML guide coming out next month. Until next time, have a great day.